Hey everybody, Panda here to bring you Magi The Labyrinth, the Magic Episode 1 review. Now, there are reasons why I am doing this, this style. One, because I personally wanted to do this more often in my videos, but I guess the main reason is because this series has got Sony Music doing, well, the music, obviously, so if I put a picture up, I will get, copyrighted the stuff, because honestly, that's how I lost my previous channel, and I'd rather not do it with Zwei, because everyone else is really supporting my channel at the moment, and I'd rather not get struck again. Just for that. It's such a stupid reason, but, the Sony bots are terrible with that. They don't realize you're just putting a picture up, not the actual anime, but actually, I just prefer doing the picture style more, since it's like, the viewers get to see what I'm actually talking about, the series, like, how visually appealing it is, which I really do want to talk about this series, because this series is very visually appealing. So the story starts off with this boy named Alibaba. Now this does take historical facts from the 1001. Is it the 1000 Arabian Nights or the 1001 Arabian Nights? Basically Sonic and the Secret Rings. If you've ever played that, that's basically taken a tale from that. And the boy is dealing with all this cargo, and he bumps into this little boy Aladdin, who is basically the first person we see in the opening, which is like him summoning this very weird creature, asking for a wish. But that doesn't really go into later in the episode. Basically, he's eating all these watermelons, because Alibaba seems to be working for someone who's the typical asshole just bum, and Aladdin's very weird. He likes food a lot, but more importantly, he's like a little kid and he loves movies. Yes, what's men's greatest desire, I guess you could say. Well, a lot of men's greatest desire. I know there's some of my viewers who prefer the other way, but that's perfectly fine, but Aladdin prefers the old straight route. Which is pretty funny, because in the entire episode he's literally on a quest for tits, I noticed. Also, as well, I did happen to notice something, in the episode, but his, Alibaba's, it looks like his leg is wooden. Or he's, just wearing, a boot on the other end, the sound. Is that, wooden? Or is that just, something? I don't know. Maybe that might come into, future of the episode, but what happens is, about 14 years ago, these things known as dungeons, which carry, magical stuff, just appear, and, basically you get all this magical stuff, treasure, power. With that, you can do anything you really want, with a lot of magic and power. And honestly, that's what the guy is looking for. Like he said, he wants to do that so he can find it, inside his treasure. And honestly, the Alibaba scene's a bit like a dick at the start, but later in the episode, he is pretty good. And they bump into the main character, the girl. I cannot. They did not say her name in this episode, but she was a slave, as you're shown by by her legs. She had the chains on him, and Aladdin actually undid the chains with his flute, which is apparently magical, which you can summon out a big massive monster, sort of like a monster with only body parts, named Ugo, who's basically a djinn, which is basically a genie. And they ended up becoming slaves, because of Alibaba had to basically pay back the guy, because of the whole incident with him eating the watermelons with Aladdin. And it ended up them fighting this big massive monster, because he had to deliver some wine. This monster liked the wine, and the girl and this other little girl named Mina, which I actually thought was the little girl, were getting rescued. And Alibaba, no matter how much tried to hide it, he couldn't hide up his normal intention to help people. And he basically risked his life, and he died because of it. But luckily, Aladdin's got a magic carpet out of his turban, and they decided to go on their journey together. I'm surprised the girl did not appear first. He didn't go with him the first time. I just realized how close I was to the camera then. But so far this series, because I actually got recommended this by a friend of mine I've known since school, literally middle school. It's so long ago. It's been pretty few years since we've met, but he definitely recommended this series to me, and honestly, it's brilliant. I'd really recommend this. By the preview of next episode, they actually look like they're going into the dungeon, which is surprisingly quick. I don't know how long this series is. I think it is just one series. I'm not sure. But as well, I want to talk about the opening as well, which is made by Sid. Incredible, Sid. Surprisingly, this isn't his best song, but Sid really does know how to do it. If you don't know him, he does the Rambo melody, which is Bleach opening 13. If you haven't heard that song, I recommend seeing it because it's brilliant. Ending, eh, it's alright, but you kind of have to like that. It's really good animation, great story. Honestly, if I did do anime of the week earlier, this would have been probably either number 1 or number 2, which I'm probably gonna have to write in the annotations like for that video now after I finish this. But tell me what you guys think about Magi the Labyrinth of Magic. So I've now got 2 series that I can do. Well, I'm probably gonna do a few more series like this as well, like even as well as some of my manga reviews. Like once we get started up, like Bleach and Fairy Tail and my others. But that's all for this week, people. I've been Panda. Thank you very much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe to the Most Stylish Panda on YouTube. Drag the Panda. Sign out, and I'll see you next time, people.